We've got another new set in BR, the Fire and Brimstone bundle. It's featuring the Mal skin. It's a guy who's purple. It's like a devil, but purple. So pretty cool set. Pretty basic theme. It would be not out of place in the Halloween season. And of course we have wings, which is great. I can't remember the last time we got a good wing back bling in this game, but maybe I'm just not paying enough attention, but I don't know. Feels like it's been a while. So if you guys want to pick up that whole set today and support me while you do it, feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. I greatly appreciate it. Creators get 5% of your purchase at no further cost to you. And I also noticed the Maceberry Mauler, actually the other style, fits really, really well. So if you want to have a spiky strawberry while you're using the set, that's kind of a good combo. Right next to that is an unmarked new emote. So the Melodic Illumination emote is brand new. So if you're interested in that as well, it's there. Only 200 V-Bucks, and it's actually pretty cool. I dig it. Not gonna lie. It's actually a very, very sweet emote. And I don't know if there's any music with that, but I can't share it even if there was, because everything's copyrighted nowadays. Now, if you want to be featured on the channel using code Mista to check out, you can ping me in Discord. I really appreciate it. Juggler, even if it's only a small purchase with my code, it does add up, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, nothing too crazy in the recent days, but regardless, if you guys want to be featured, just go ahead and ping me in Discord. We do a quick couple of jokes here. Legendary, get it? Because the dairy is... It's a legendary. I think it would have been funnier if they had like the legend to a map on the bottle, but you know, I'm just saying. What do you call security guards who work at Samsung stores? Guardians of the Galaxy. Woo! Oh, I gotta make that laugh track. That's good stuff right there. Daily llamas are range weapon llamas. Nothing too exciting, but you might get something good in there. You could see some of the bows in the game. So yeah, I always talk about the Xenon bow and the vacuum tube bow. I honestly forgot that you can get the Vindertech bow in there and maybe the scrap shot, I think. Yeah, I don't know. That's a very rare one if you can. Regardless, you can see some bows in there. All right. Let's get into the missions real quick here. Thank you to Sage and the Brits here for joining, so I can see the higher level missions. She did not join the lobby because I'm full, but she was ready to go. Survivalist Jonesy in the 23 zone. You might be surprised I'm pointing this out, but if you're a brand new player, just started the game, just started playing Ventures, which you should if you're new, a blue Survivalist Jonesy will heal you pretty sufficiently in the low level missions. It will work. It will work. And also, last minute note here, I just noticed on the site, there's a new Keytar that I forgot to mention. I know the festival stuff isn't that popular, so I'm not gonna like re-record or anything, but out of the blue, there you go. 4x reperk in the 23-4 player. I just glanced up and noticed that. Anyway, Survivalist Jonesy could work for the newbies. Bazooka, very, very strong launcher. Nice to see. I mean, honestly, it is. Like, in the top 10 launchers, I think it's on that list, and it's right there. So, go ahead and pick it up, you know. Wall Dynamo in the 46 zone. Great wall trap. It could be energy or nature, which is a nice couple of elements there, and it has a nice coverage. And I'm looking for refuel the home base, and I'm blind. Is it the Thrasher? Great SMG. I mention this almost every day, so I'm just going to move on, but good pickup. Go grab it. Check in the 4Xs. 4X Eye the Storm in the 58-4 player. 4X Purple Perk up in the 74 player. Then we got some reperk, which is nice to see. I don't point out a lot of these alerts usually because running an entire mission for that is rarely worth it, but it's nice stuff, you know. Double Legendary mission in the 82 zone. Couple of melees. I'm not really a big fan of either of these, but if you want to try them out or recycle them or whatever, you can run that mission and grab those today. Hunter Killer, decent AR. It's not exceptionally strong, but it does do decent damage if you like semi-autos. Upgrade Llama Token number 1 out of 3 available today in the 94 Cat 2. So there you go. I think that's it for the 4Xs, right? Yeah, 4X Lightning the Bottle in the 144 player. And then lastly, I wanted to mention Tank Penny. She makes her hardware do a little bit more damage. That is nice and useful in the Storm King fights, as hardware weapons are pretty strong for those horns. Thank you again, Brits, for joining. I really appreciate it. Yeah, she's kind of an endgame player for that one purpose, but nice to have just in general. Especially if you're grinding out Ventures in the 140s, you should pick her up because she's right there. I wanted to mention over here, double legendary mission in the 82 Hunter Titan. Again, a couple of weapons I would not recommend, but you can either, you know, pick them up, try them out, or recycle them for the collection book, or just save them. Either way, 2 legendaries right there. Tar Pit in the 82 zone, excellent for stopping smashers in their tracks. There's really nothing better for it. That applies to mini bosses as well. So very, very versatile trap. We were actually running missions on stream recently, Twitch link down below, where that was pivotal. We had a lot of smashers coming through, and the Tar Pit is like the only reason that mission survived. Vacuum Tube Sword, excellent chain lightning melee, very, very good. It's a fire season, so maybe save it for a future season, but there it is. Bolt also is a weapon that exists. It's not as horrible as you might think, but if you wanted to recycle it for weapon designs, I won't tell anyone. I won't tell. I won't blame you. Where? Is it going to be the last one I look at? Yep. Legendary Survivor number 1 out of 2 available today. The other one's in the 132 zone entwined, so we'll see that in a second. Guardian Bull is the other hardware hero, so he does crit rating, and the other one does damage. So him and Tank Penny are 2 good heroes heroes you would want if you're going to be using hardware weapons in the Storm King fight eventually. So 4x perk up in the 116 4-player, and noting it not because it's a good weapon, but because we have 2 of them. 2 pulverizers. I mean, why not, right? If you've ever wanted to use the weapon and have a copy in the book, here's your day. You can go and do that. Live your dreams. 4x drops of rain and 4x reperk in the 124 4-player missions. Then we have another double legendary in the Build a Radar grid. Ceiling Drop Trap is an exceptional trap, one of the best in the entire game. It does decent damage, knocks enemies around. It can be 2 or 3 tiles high, so it can be safe and away from explosions and smashers. And it's directional, so if you're facing your objective when you place it, it'll knock enemies towards your back for added effectiveness in staggering the enemies away. It's really, really good. Monsoon, decent SMG, pocket minigun, great pickup. I say decent, but like when it is spinning up, I think it's the highest DPS SMG in the game. That or it's right below the Blaster on Mini. Regardless, it's extremely strong. It's just a little tricky to use because of the spin up time. It's not as comfortable, but it's very good. Legendary Survivor in the 132 zone. This is the last and second available today. So there it is. 4x reperk and 4x epic perk up in the 132 4-player missions. Pretty solid. And 348 reperk on both of those. So decent 130s today. Double legendary in the 132 zone. Floor spikes, good for, pricking enemies' feet, slowing them down. And the Maverick is good for making them not be alive anymore. Great pierce on this. It can go through shielders. It's very good. Not Riot Huskies, but shielders. And Maverick's got great perks. Honestly, it's a base game shotgun that I don't even know if it's underrated. I have no insight into the community opinion on the Maverick, but it is quite good. Let's check these 160s. I give it like a 3.5 out of 5. 5x drops of rain, easy modifiers. 5x Eye of the Storm, very easy modifiers. 5x drops of rain, and a smokescreen Cat 4 is always fun because smokescreen will reduce range weapon damage significantly. It's like 75%. So enemies that are standing inside of a smokescreen, you're going to want to use melees, abilities, or traps. So in a Cat 4, if you like standing with a Xenon bow far away, it'll work so long as you're targeting enemies that are not inside of a smokescreen, but yeah, running a melee build while defending 4 objectives is a fun time. So if you want to have fun while playing Save the World today, I recommend that Cat 4. Siegebreaker, it's a nice pickup. It's a good weapon. It holds up in the 160s. If you want to run a 160 to pick it up, I don't know what to tell you. It's a little late. I assume you have one by now. 5x perk up in the 160 Live the Bomb is nice, but it will not count towards your weekly quest. So description down below always explains how to get that quest if you're interested, but that's it for Twine. There is a lot going on in Canny. Upgrade Llama token number 2 out of 3 available in the 46 Cat 3. Then we got a double legendary in the resupply. Floor freeze, same directionality as that tire trap. It's really good at stalling, added extra damage when they're frozen. Very, very good. Dragonfly is complete garbage. You could recycle it if you want. You can try it out if you don't believe me, but it might hold up in Canny if you over level it, but it won't scale to the end game. So have fun with it while you can. You can always recycle it for full return later. Wall Dynamo, same, goodness as it was earlier, just that it's now available in Canny, which is great to see. There's a Cat 2 somewhere around here. Tar Pit, again, all the things I mentioned, but now it's available in Canny. I love to see it because I don't like seeing things like that Siegebreaker in the 160 zones. I want the newbies to have tar pits and strong weapons. It's awesome. Bazooka, still great. Head Clipper, not a melee I'm very impressed by or aware that it's good or not. So, I mean, try it out if you want, but it's not on my radar. 4x perk up in the 58 4-player. Then I think the last note I have is not that Forceful Slugger or that Anti-Air Trap. Actually, it's both. So I marked this as I thought it was a double legendary mission, but it's actually just 2 different resupplies. All right, well, Forceful Slugger, decent melee, critical cause explosion, anti-air trap, it'll shoot the projectiles out of the air. Very nice against throwing thoughts and pitchers. So not so much against flingers. It does very little damage. You should never ever have a damage perk on your anti-air trap. It does not do much. So kind of a lot going on here. Dragon Scorch and Trailblazer Quinn. I know they're blue, but if you're a brand new player, that does not matter. That'll be good for Teddy on top. She's Teddy, he's Dragon Slash. 2 good heroes right there. 4x drops of rain and 2 purple survivors, which is great because if you're a new player, filling out your squads is important. Deadly Star Scorpion, not as exciting with those shurikens, but it's a nice hero to have. If you're brand new to the game running Plankerton missions, you might as well be getting your hero supply stocked up. I mean, he could go in the book, but at least grab a copy, right? 4x drops of rain, the 44 player, and then lastly, in the Hunt the Titan quest, we have our last upgrade llama token. So, yeah, I don't have any notes in Stonewood, but we can quick check the 4x's. Nothing too crazy there. That's it. I'm out of here. Nice, easy daily. It's a fun one. Lots to talk about, actually. It's funny because I look over the missions and it doesn't seem that exciting, but I mean, look at this list of rewards. You would be forgiven for not knowing it's a mutant season where we're supposed to be getting less of, well, I guess, we do technically get less. We get more legendaries in the mini boss season, but wow, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, I'm out of here. Goodbye.